Why, hello! Hey, YouTube friends, how's it going? All is well up in Saskatoon. Thank you for tuning back to Dee's Creative Corner. My name is Danielle Coleman, and I am a Creative Memories Independent Advisor. I love scrapbooking, and that's why you're here. You do too. I just want to thank each and every one of my new and existing subscribers. You're helping my channel grow each and every day. I appreciate all of you all over the world that's watching. It makes my heart so full and happy to see all the comments come through where everybody is tuning in from. So, all right, today we're going to start documenting a travel album, and I thought I would kind of work through until we get it finished. And it's going to be a lot of summer and beach themed because we were in Hawaii and we did a whole bunch of different things. So the album is going to have a wide variety of different collections, and so I thought we could start doing that. And we are at the end of February. I also wanted to share that I am going to be gone in Texas for about 3 weeks, so I'm having just a few pre-recorded videos of different albums that I have done, and then when I come back we will continue doing our travel albums. So without further ado, let's flip over and get started. So all right, hello. As you see, there's a big pile of photos. I have already pre-printed all of my photos. They are still quite unorganized, but I got them all printed, and I generally print everyday pictures on my Epson 400 or PM 400, but with large trips, I find it's easier to get the albums done when you have the photos in hand. And so we'll just start from the beginning and go through. So those are my photos. I'll set those aside, and then you'll see I have a whole slew of my different collections that we will be working with throughout the season or series. And they're, like I said, it's going to be a mod podge of a whole bunch of different collections depending on the pictures and what we are doing. So that's future layouts. But in today's layout, we're going to be working with this Summer Denim. It was advisor exclusive, I believe, back in 2023. Forgive me or correct me if I am wrong. It's a super cute, very subtle pack, and it comes with 6 designer papers. They're all two-sided. And you see I cut some of it apart already. I was doing a video yesterday, and halfway through my video I realized it wasn't recording, so I'm like, bummer. Anyways, so these are the papers we're going to be choosing, and I have already decided on my base. I did a frame style, and what I did is it's a 1-inch frame, and I gutted the back, and then what I did is I took one of our Wave designer blades for more trimmer, and I cut a 10 by 10 square. So that's what we're going to be working on. And this was a Stardust White. You see the little speckles in there. It was a promo paper, and I thought that was pretty. So let's get started. We will I like to just tack my corners down, and so the page doesn't slide all over. And as you know, I'm a rather simple scrapbooker. I don't generally put a lot of time and effort because I want to get the photos and the memories preserved. So in this, you will notice a lot of simple cuts, and simple embellishing. I do have a goal. I want to use at least one, you know, if it's a border maker punch or a standalone punch, some sort of tool on each one of my pages. So, and so that's goals for this album. And then here I have my photos. These were our first night in Waikiki. We stayed down there, and those were the lays from our driver that picked us up, and they came with us. They were just beautiful. So that's what we'll be documenting today, is our first day. And then I have my tray of random embellishments that came with the kit, and then I did a few different little die cuts. So, and I am using this as my title, Beach Days Are the Best Days. And this was from a matte card. Here, I'll just excuse my reach. This, you know, I just took and die cut it out of a matte card, and then I layered it up on a few pieces of cardstock. So that's going to be our title. And then, so what I was thinking is we'll have just a couple 4x6s on this side. And then it's just gonna be a real simple one type of banner coming down, and so, and you know, because I already pre-printed the photos, and you know, they're all 4x6, it's sometimes hard to follow sketches, so I can't get them to the exact size when I'm printing from home. That's kind of the downfall of having them all printed at the same time. But anyways, that's quite all right. And these will just kind of be hanging off because I'm going to have a banner over here. And so what I thought, I would use this sunshine, and we're going to cut this in 5-inch increment. And then we'll just do a dovetail on the bottom. I'm going to move the other papers aside. And then what I might do is I might come in and take maybe a 1/2 inch and do on the sides. We will see. So let's get those trimmed up. Like I said, these are going to be at 5-inch. And then we'll dovetail the bottom. And I have 2 of those. Okay, and then I'll put my scrap aside. And then how I dovetail, I usually just fold the ends and cut up from the corner and angle it. I know a lot of people do the center cut, and I find when I do that, it's even more crooked. So I don't get a huge bend in them. So I think that is quite all right how I do that. I don't usually, with the cardstock, you get a larger bend, but with the designer paper, it's a little bit lighter pound, so it doesn't crease as bad. So however you want to dovetail and get those down. So I see, and we'll just kind of have that like so. And I'm going to get rid of that. And I you know, we're doing this on together, so we're gonna see how, I think maybe how far over we want to go, and then we'll maybe put this one on this side. So there is a little bit of that showing on the bottom. So what I'm going to come in and do is I'm going to cut about a 1/2 inch off the top of these 2. So let's go back and get our trimmer, and I'm going to cut about a 1/2 inch off, so it's not showing that white piece of paper on the bottom. So just trim that off just like so. And then that still didn't work. That was to my disadvantage. What was I thinking? Okay, well, anyways, we will figure that out, but I like it, so it's a little bit of a reveal up here. I don't like that. So what we can do is maybe I'm pretty sure my photos will probably cover on this side, and then I could maybe do some kind of little embellishment over here, or we could, let's see how far up I went. If I went down, I could trim that out. So because like I said, the photo is going to be, I don't really like it to cover that, like so. Yeah, we'll probably have to do some surgery and trim that out, but not a big deal. Oh, those are speckles on the, I was like, something's on there. So that's about the general layout of that. And then, you know, let's kind of take a peek at some of these little embellishments. And like I said, I did a bunch of random die cuts. You know, we could put something up there, and then we want to get a sunshine in there for sure. And then we'll get a little title, maybe bring that flower down over here and put a little sunshine. What kind of title do we have here? Loving this. I think that would be perfect. Like I said, the embellishing is going to be really simple on this, and then we'll kind of pull something up over into here. Maybe layer something like that. And do we have another little what a life? That's already, you know, you have your little envelopes, but we could probably bring in another little sunshine up here. You know, it has a sentiment saying on there, and I think that would be a really simple layout. I did cut off of the palm tree. I did do that because I was thinking, you know, maybe I could pull in, you know, just on each, not under the banner, but I'm just maybe on one side. I know the colors aren't the most perfect with the photos and all. Well, let's start adhering and see what we come up with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lightly snip away, and then I will take my multi-purpose tool and pull up the adhesive. So, and of course, if I can figure out my fast forward, I will fast forward through all this nonsense, because, and you see I cut it up. There's a little bit, I didn't want to make that mistake. But see how we just covered that up? I think that will be just fine, and then we'll come over here and do the same. Just trim out some of it. You know, and that's what, you know, what your eye likes is perfectly okay. If I'm getting this all over here. And if that didn't bother you, you can keep that little white on the bottom, but I didn't like that, so that's why I'm just cutting that portion out. And then you know, like I said, I'm just taking my tool and pulling this up. So if I don't figure out my fast forward, go ahead and zoom through that. No hard feelings. So I like that. And then maybe I'll take and put just a little bit of this sand color up. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, let's start tacking things down and moving on. Get this layout done, and then we will have my first layout for my Hawaii album. And then what I'll do is, you know, as I work on them in between, if I don't have a video, I'll share with you what I come up with and what I do. And I'm putting this about a 1/2 inch from the top and a 1/2 inch from the bottom. So, excuse my sniffles. I hope everybody is out printing photos and continuing to preserve your memories one day at a time. Very important. If you are a scrapbooker, you know. So we'll do that. And then go up here. And I did mat them the same color as the base. So maybe I could, you know, and I could have put that over there, but I like it on the white. So we'll just leave that as that. Like I said, we're doing simple and getting things done. So yeah, this was our, we flew into Honolulu and we got to our resort on Waikiki Beach probably around 3 in the afternoon. So we had a little bit of sunlight, and we walked around and enjoyed the beach the first day. We did a lot this vacation. So like I said, we'll have a whole bunch of different adventure layouts to work on. So do that. And of course, if you want, you can do foam squares, absolutely. As you know, I don't do a ton of them. I should. Maybe I will work on that a little bit more in this album. But like I said, I'm just doing quick and easy. And I think what we will do, we'll see what that 1/2 inch comes up with if we did a 1/2 inch of that tan color. So that's quite not centered on there. It's like a little off. Just put it, and it's hanging off just a little bit of the banner. here, this one. Oops. I would like to dapple and do some inking and stamping and try all these new techniques that I'm seeing from all of the lovely, close to my heart Creative Memories advisors. I'm absolutely loving all of their techniques, and you know, I've been doing just the paper crafting for 25 years and never dappled in the inking portion, so I would love to start learning that. So maybe, because I'm gonna cut this and do just a little bit, because I told myself that I'm going to have, I want a portion of tools. I know there's not a ton of palm over here, but we are going to use our tools, and I'm just using my repositional tape, and I ran out, so we'll grab another. I always have them on hand, so when I run out. So we'll just kind of lay that one down here, and then, like I said, I'm gonna maybe bring in just a sliver of that and see what that looks like on that side. Yeah, I think we can do that. Yes, let's do that. And then we'll trim all of those. And then of course I'm gonna have to lift up a little bit on the little embellishment that we did. So I think those are a little off. That seems like it was bigger. I was trying to do about a 3/8, but those yep, those are not the same, Danielle. That is too skinny. And then you know how hard it is once you have these little tiny pieces. Get them straight. So, okay. So let's see how and then we'll just take 1/2 inch, we'll just take it and put it in our trimmer, all of those, and take a 1/2 inch off the top, and then this layout will be done. I think it was rather quick and easy getting the point across, right? So let's make sure. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to cut them all at the same, so or cut them individually. So there we go. Get that. Okay, so what do you guys think? Did it turn out okay? Did it, do you like the little added border on the side here? Just brings a little of the tan color in of the sand. I am so not nimble with my fingers. I'm like clumsy. Tack that down a little bit too. That's and then I do have Instagram and Facebook, so I think what I'll start doing is sharing just the still shots over on the social media platforms, so then you can see a few little close-ups of the simple pages we do, and I will be sure to link those down below. And of course, if there's any Creative Memories items, oops, Cully, my sweater. It's just one of those days, huh? But if there's anything Creative Memories, you can always feel free to shop the link, and those are listed below. I am a very much a hobbyist. I don't have a big business of this. I want all of you guys just, you know, getting inspiration and printing photos and getting those memories done. So, all right, let's flip you guys back over. Oh my goodness. I do so well and then wah. Okay, well, thanks for staying with me. Hopefully I didn't bore you with some of my trimming and hacking and, you know, getting mistakes fixed. And that's what we do, you know. I want to kind of do these in real time and just show you, you know, we all are achieving the same goal, is to get our pictures preserved. So again, thank you guys for tuning in, and stay tuned for the next few videos. Will be album flip throughs, and then I'll be back at the end of March to pick up where we ended. So take care for now. Bye bye, guys.